Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti, and you can find my information in the description box below. This is a channeled message regarding succubus and incubus energies. There has been a lot of talk about this. If you listen to enlightened, I'm going to say that enlightened spiritual teachers and readers online, they've been talking about this a lot. And I've definitely been feeling this energy around me as well. I have a friend, somebody that I consider a friend who's actually trapped in a situation like this. So I wanted to make this video because I've been getting a lot of downloads and just information about succubus and incubus energy intuitively. So the definition of a succubus, incubus, demon, entity, whatever you want to call it, is an entity essentially that is sexually attached, right? So through intercourse is mainly when this happens. A lot of times this happens in the dream state too. You'll hear stories about people who talk about being astrally raped or feeling like they've been assaulted in some way while they're sleeping sexually. And this is all succubus energy, incubus energy. This energy is extremely toxic, extremely deceptive. And what I get intuitively is that women primarily hold succubus energies if they choose to, but men can also hold succubus energy, but primarily men are the incubus energy. But it's a sexual demon. It's a sexual, codependent, attaching, stalking, manipulative, destructive, demonic energy. What happens with the succubus energy is they attach to usually a male and they begin to manipulate them. It starts with the sex. And then the manipulation begins to infiltrate their mind and then their emotions. And once these three areas are compromised, naturally you're going to see the outward effects of this. So they'll start to experience, weird situations in their life. This could even be a lot of spell work too that this succubus incubus energy person is doing. They may not even be aware of it. What I heard intuitively is that succubus energies, incubus energies manifest in people that are living in their south node, right? So Saturn is the planet of karma and building. And once you get past a certain age, you have to basically reinvent yourself. Everybody has this point in their life and we all have free will. So if you choose to hold on to the past, you're opening yourself up to a lot of demonic, quote unquote, demonic energies, slower and lower vibrational energies. That's just, the facts of things. So getting back to succubus energy, the reason it is so destructive is because, first of all, it's highly addictive. Right? When we're talking about sex, especially with men, naturally more sexual, and this could be in heterosexual or homosexual relationships. It doesn't really matter. It's just a natural drive for the masculine energy. So this makes it very easy for succubus energy to latch on, and you'll see situations with people in relationships where one of the partners is holding succubus energy. It's just extremely toxic. I mean, there's so much going on in their relationship all the time, but they always get back together. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this person is crazy to go back, right? Like, are they kidding me right now? But it happens. And a lot of times this is what they're dealing with. And like I said, I felt like I needed to put this video out because I feel like a lot of divine masculines in particular are under the influence of succubus energies. Now, when I say divine masculine, this is related to the twin flame journey, divine masculine, divine feminine. But remember that we hold these energies in ourselves as well, divine masculine, divine feminine, right? We may choose to identify with one of those labels, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm just using the labels to keep everything in context for this video. The good news is there is a way to get rid of succubus energy, but it's expensive, it takes a while, and it's very painful on a lot of levels, but it can be done. If you are really trying to rid yourself of succubus or incubus energies, the first thing you need to do is go no contact. Going no contact is the only way that you can take your power back. And you have to be able to commit to this for at least 30 days. It's easier said than done, but this has to happen. That has to be the first step. The second step is to get rid of anything that the karmic, the succubus touched, owned, anything they bought you, remove any pictures, anything that reminds you of that person. Now, I know this sounds crazy, and this is where it gets expensive because I'm talking about clothing, I'm talking about beds, right? Especially if you've been, highly sexual with this person in your bed, you have to get rid of that bed. Right? Anything that person spent a lot of time on, if they had a favorite chair or area of the house, these things have to be removed, right? All of their clothing, anything they owned, anything they bought you. And then the final step, well, there's really two more steps. The third step is going to be to get a thorough spiritual cleansing and chakra and energy alignment of yourself and of your home. And this is a process, right? This is not something that could be done once. It's going to take a while. You're going to have to keep going in and cleansing, keep going in and cleansing after as you go through those layers and layers of density, of limitation, of black magic, because that's what it really is. It's black magic, right? And so the last, I guess, it's final step, if you want to call it that, is to be willing to commit to self-love, because you have to replace that energy with something, right? So there's really 4 steps. But once you're able to do these things, you will free yourself from that energy, and you will free yourself from being attached to anyone else that's holding that frequency, right? Now, don't get me wrong. This will always be a weak area for you because we're human and we come into this life, onto this earth school planet to learn lessons. So we do have karmic situations that we have to deal with. We do have weak spots, blind spots in our life. Again, this is, south node energy, past energy. But we have the responsibility to do what we need to do to protect our energy, to cleanse our energy, and to ensure that we stay on our own awakening and ascension journey. We can't do anything for anyone else when it comes to spiritual growth. We can only show people the way, live by example as best we can. We're not perfect, right? We're good people. We're not perfect people, and we shouldn't strive to be. But I feel like if we're able to recognize and understand what we're dealing with, then we have an idea of how we can take action. So then it becomes our responsibility. So if you're watching this video, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, and you are under the spell of a succubus or incubus type of energy, and you've listened to this entire message, it is now your responsibility to do the things that you need to do. It's not going to be an easy journey. There's going to be a lot of tears, a lot of purging, a lot of upheaval. There's going to be a lot of conflict, possibly, because you cut this person off. Maybe you've got other ties with this person, like businesses, or perhaps there's family and friends that are connected to you both. And it can be difficult, but if you want to free yourself, this is what you need to do. Well, this is what you can choose to do. It's always your choice to move forward or to stay stuck in the fear. All right? So I hope this video was helpful for someone. I thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.